Sometime this afternoon, I want you to bitch the pot.
Bitch the pot?
Bitch the pot.
The 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. Someone in this room just farted.
I heard it.
Danielle and Gandhi heard it. No one else heard it.
I heard something.
Yeah, that was a noise.
Yeah.
And it was coming from that side of the room.
And there are only 4 people. It had to be Deanna, Nate, Elvis, or Scary.
Well, you guys are the detectives now and try to figure out of the 4 over there who did it.
I don't want to detect.
It just happened, so if you do a fresh butt stink smell, a butt whiff.
This won't get us in
Well,
trouble.
Deanna was rolling on the camera. She may have that audio recording.
Smell it or hear it?
No, heard
She
it.
heard it.
Okay, that means Froggy is part of the mix because...
Yeah, his speaker's over here.
No. Listen, if I did it, I would have put my ass up to the microphone. That's all you would have seen in the camera.
I believe that.
I would own it.
Would fart proudly.
Yes.
By the way, don't forget that famous book by Ben Franklin called Fart Proudly.
Right.
You've seen it, right?
I don't think I've ever farted in this studio ever.
Well, the day is young.
I just don't think I have.
Andrew's shaking his
in the
head.
mix too.
Oh, yes.
Scotty's over here, too, his speaker.
And I noticed how
Wasn't
he
me.
just conveniently said, I've never done it.
No, I just realized that because I'm always worried that
Yeah.
somebody's going to walk in. I'm here by myself, so I am always afraid that someone's going to walk in immediately after, so I don't do it in here.
You burp during an interview, though, so why wouldn't you fart?
Wait a
Burps
minute.
don't smell.
Andrew's in that room also, and the
sometimes they
microphone
do.
could have picked up Andrew's fart through the board.
Something you need to understand is we have a speaker below that has their voices on it because they're in another room. So Andrew and Scotty and Froggy, Scary, me, and Nate, and Deanna.
It wasn't
we
me.
Are on the...
I think it was Deanna. I don't know why. I believe it was you.
Hey, maybe no one farted. Maybe it was like a
It
squeaky
might have
chair.
just, right, it might have just been a weird noise that I heard, but it sounded like someone ripped one.
Are we starting with this?
What?
It's getting cooler all of a sudden. I feel like it just came up.
What?
It's getting cooler all of a sudden. I feel like it just came up.
I pressed the button
Who
repeatedly.
just let that one rip?
Someone farted.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear it. Do you want to go over the...
Women get away with it, though. Because if
No, they don't.
If a woman is standing amongst 3 guys, you will never suspect the woman.
That is true.
That's true.
I do. Absolutely. I remember the first time when I was a kid, my mother farted in front of me. It was the funniest fucking thing I've heard. I laughed for an hour. I went, oh my God, my mom farted.
Yeah, me too. My mom would be standing in the kitchen cooking, and you'd hear burp, and she'd go, oops. And that was it. And now, she's older now, so they just come out, and she doesn't even know.
Oh, my God.
Does that sound like...
I was told older women don't fart, they poof.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Older women do fart, trust me.
Oh, man.
I don't fart.
Who do you mean, Frog?
I queef.
God.
All right, what else? What else? Anything but this. Oh, you brought up the list of the most toxic names of women.
Yeah.
Is that what you brought up?
Yes.
What's it officially called, the list?
Top 10 female toxic names.
And Emily was number 1.
Yeah.
And I
See, I know 2
disagree.
Emilys, and they're okay, but that doesn't mean the majority of them aren't toxic.
I know some horrific Emilys. Just
Talk
really
about it.
terrible ones. I don't even know if I'm legally allowed to, but I've worked with them. I just know them personally. They're terrible.
Really?
Yeah, terrible Emilys. Also, one of my good friends named is Emily. She's a little crazy, but it's true.
Well,
Do you want the rest of the names?
Yes.
So we can all argue about this?
Okay, so Emily's number 1 on the
Number
toxic
1.
list.
Okay. Number 10, Alexandra or Allie?
Uh-oh. We have an Allie.
We do
married
have
to
an
an
Allie.
And you're married to an Allie. Is she toxic?
I don't think so.
And our
He's
Allie's
afraid
not
to
toxic.
say. It's right there.
But keep in mind, these are just 2 in a pool of many Alleys.
Right. Number 9, Maria. You guys know any Marias that are bad news?
Yes.
Yes.
You do?
I do.
Okay. There
Moving
you go.
along.
Okay.
Did you once know a girl named Maria?
Well, I just met a girl named Maria.
Okay.
Anyway.
See what you did there?
Number 8, Isabella. Izzy, Bella, all of those. Isabella.
I don't find any of these to be toxic except for Maria.
Alexandra.
Number 7, anything with a Lynn at the end. Sarah Lynn, Amy Lynn, Marilyn.
Carolyn.
Carolyn. Ends with Lynn. Toxic. Number 6, Sarah. Number 5, Amanda. Number 4, Nicole. Number 3, Madison or Maddie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody agrees with
I can
that.
see that.
Yeah.
3 of those names are my kids.
There you go.
All makes sense.
It's genetics.
Number 2, Brianna or Brianna. And number 1, Emily.
Okay, so how do they base this? I mean, what do they base this list on?
Science.
I guess we're done.
Science.
Can't question
And
it.
I swear by it because my name is nowhere on the list, nor is Danielle. So it must be true.
All right now Karens are getting pissed and want to speak to the manager of that list because they're not on there.
Yo, what about me?
Now, is it because these people are bitches or like they've
She's
driven
not telling
people
us.
crazy?
I don't know.
Or...
Listen, it was on the Instagram page of chicks that I follow. I don't really think it's science. I think they probably just came up with 10 people that they hate.
Right.
And that was it.
Okay.
It's like one person hates those people, so therefore they're toxic for everyone.
Very
For sure.
important. Is it Sarah with an H or without?
With an H.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
About that.
everybody.
They forgot Lisa on that list.
No.
Get out of here. What would you guys say? Do you
Froggy,
have
you're
names
the
that you're
worst.
like,
Shut up, Froggy.
everybody named this as an asshole?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a name that you think everybody named that as an asshole? Because when I started here, he told me he hates everybody named Paul.
Yeah, F. Paul's. Yeah.
Oh, that's
F. Paul.
That's because of his brother-in-law, F.
Yeah.
Paul.
Hated Paul's.
I'm thinking anyone else have like a universal I hate them name? Or your
Brett.
life experience has led you to believe
Yeah.
that
There
this
are a lot of
person-
terrible Bretts.
Brett.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chad.
No, take that one back.
I don't think I've ever met a Chad.
Connor.
Chad. Oh no, or Chaz. When they go by Chaz instead of Charles.
Ooh.
Yeah,
you
I don't
can't
like
trust
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nate, on that one.
You know, I guess, if you're hanging out in a yacht club.
Exactly.
Mitch
Where
Chaz.
else are you going to encounter those people?
what?
No offense to Danielle's child, but Preston has a name, has a sound to it that's very uppity and I don't know.
Preston?
No offense, Preston. The name Preston.
Well,
Think about,
do you know one bad Preston?
I
do you know anyone named Preston?
I actually do. And we actually almost didn't name Preston because of the bad person we knew that was named Preston.
Oh.
But we felt like we loved the name so much that we could forget about the person we hated.
Okay.
All right. So at least you're honest.
Yes.
Anthony's don't sit well with me.
Oh, my God, you're from Staten Island. That's 50%
Well, that's the
of the
problem.
population.
Anthony's are like Starbucks. They're on every corner. There's so many of them around them. Like,
So there's great ones and awful ones, I guess.
there's more of awful ones than
Why are you
great
talking
ones.
about me like I'm not in the room?
Because I thought it would be more
Because he
funny.
hates you.
Yeah.
I got a similar problem, and that's with Vinny's.
Vin.
Always had
really?
problem with Vinny's growing up.
Okay, I have a list.
Oh.
What?
Victorian slang.
Oh! This is a good
Should we
one.
go way back in time and see
Yes.
if we can identify the Victorian
Yes.
slang?
Okay.
So, all right, I'll give you the Victorian slang. You tell me what it means. You're quite the giggle mug.
Happy
Someone
person? Laughing person?
who makes me laugh and makes me happy.
You're
Drunk?
always smiling.
Always smiling. The giggle mug.
The giggle mug.
I
all right.
already hate this list. I find it very boring.
All right, all right. You ready?
Yes.
Sometime this afternoon, I want you to bitch the pot.
Bitch the pot.
Bitch the pot.
Do the dishes?
Anybody else?
I'm not going to answer because I read the list.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone would bitch the pot, it would be Gandhi,
think
just because it's
stir
got
the
pot in
pot?
it.
Pour the tea. Bitch the
Bitch the
pot.
Hey,
pot.
bitch the pot.
Really?
Elvis, do you got the morbs?
Yes, I do.
It's temporary sadness. You've got the morbs.
the morbs.
That sounds like a Gen
As
X
in
thing.
morbid, I
To be
guess.
honest.
Yeah.
I just don't see them saying bitch back in Victorian times, you know?
Yeah, bitch has been
Oh,
around a long
It
time.
didn't mean the same thing.
Probably. Oh, has anybody here been tight as a boiled owl?
Yes, that means drunk.
Yeah,
Who?
very good. Tight as a boiled owl.
Sorry that I was the one that knew that.
I thought constipated.
Constipated. Can you imagine having sex with someone and they whisper in your ear, "Oh yeah, you're as tight as a boiled owl."
Well, I thought if you were having sex with a virgin, maybe that's what they would say.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, God.
Who's
taking
been
it that extra step, Danielle?
who's been poked up recently?
Oh, the tight with the virgin owl
Yeah.
person.
You've been poked up? Are you poked up
Does
easily?
it mean sick?
Angered?
Embarrassed. Are you poked up easily?
Don't get so
I'm
poked up.
poked up at this
Hey,
list.
Gandhi, shut your sauce box.
Never. I'll never do
That's your
it.
mouth. Shut your sauce box, Elvis.
That's exactly what I
And
have.
you love sauce.
I know.
And you got a big mouth.
I totally wasn't thinking that
sauce
box.
Sauce box.
What's that, Frog?
I wasn't thinking about that box.
Of course you
Oh.
were.
course.
Or that sauce.
Danielle, you now have smaller Cupid's kettle drums.
Oh, my boobs.
Yeah, breast.
Those are
kettle
Cupid's kettle drums.
Kettle drums.
I
Please
just
don't.
want to bang on the drum all day.
Please don't bang on them.
I love going back to Victorian times.
Yeah, and Elvis, for a whole week, you were not up to dick.
Oh, that means he had COVID.
You were unwell. You
Yeah, I
were
was
not
up
up
He'd
to
have
dick.
to be unwell.
I'll give you this. I'm not up to date.
He was still up to dick even then,
very
Nate. Trust me.
Was he undicked?
Stop it, Froggy.
I love Victorian slang. That's great.
All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah, what else are we going to talk
Was
about?
he not up to dick in his sauce hole?
What?
The sauce box.
The sauce box?
The sauce
I'm
box.
tighter than a boiled owl.
Are we going to talk about the Queen's Platinum Jubilee on the show at some point?
It's this month.
The thing about the Queen and royalty, it interests many and is boring to many more.
But it's funny. Scotty and I, we were in his studio, and he every morning has Good Morning America on, and they're all there covering the Queen's Jubilee, and it's like it's Good Morning America, and they're in England celebrating the Queen's Jubilee.
Thanks to England, there is an America.
Oh, good point.
I don't know what that means, but
Can you imagine
despite England, maybe.
having a job where the boss says you're going to get promoted as soon as I retire and then doesn't retire for 70 years? That's what Prince Charles is going through. I know he loves his mother, but the guy wants to be king at some point, and she's not leaving.
Right.
Well, can she step down?
Yeah,
and
but she's
still be
not going
alive?
to.
I thought the only way she could step down is if she croaks.
She could. Well, listen. What's his face? The grandson stepped down.
Harry.
Harry stepped
that's
down.
different.
She could abdicate. That's where the word comes from, right? You can abdicate the throne, but she's not leaving. And he could die of old age,
In the
waiting for
royal
his mother to die of old
I
age.
abdication-
really don't
abdication
think
is a
that's gonna happen.
negative
Yeah.
thing.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't Prince Charles die in his 70s? People die in their 70s all the time.
Yeah, but I think, it's sad to say, but unfortunately, the Queen is not, health-wise, doing so great right now.
And let me tell you something. They love their queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he wants the job already.
Yeah.
Like he's.
By the time you hear or see this podcast, it'll be the future, and it may be true.
Scary.
Oh.
I'm just stating facts. Some people get to our podcast.
To the tower. To the tower.
3 years later.
Hold on, I'm being offensive and hurtful.
Dear God.
I'm just,
Is she not up to dick these days?
How's her honeypot or whatever that was?
It's so weird. As people make fun of the Queen, I feel a little offended because I love Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
I think
me
she's
too.
great. I love that.
And we
whole
are
thing.
students of the royal family.
The crown,
She's
royalty.
the only royalty. She's the only leader of England, right? We've ever known. She's older than all of us. She's been queen longer than all of
She's
us.
been Queen 70 years.
Yeah.
Well, she's not the leader. She's what, the
Well,
figurehead?
yeah,
What do
the
you
figurehead
call
is
her?
right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Queen.
And what's a jubilee anyway? Just a big party?
They
Well,
have
It's a platinum jubilee, 70 years of service
silver,
or something
gold.
like
It's
that.
a time, a long time honored tradition to
Yes.
honor the royalty with a jubilee.
Isn't Cherry's Jubilee a dessert?
I think it could
Maybe
be
they
named.
don't have that.
Could be named after jubilees.
Huh.
And it's going on the 2nd to the 5th. That's this weekend, right? This
Yeah.
Which came first,
2nd to
the fruit orange or the color orange? Go.
the color.
The fruit.
The fruit?
The color.
I don't know.
Fruit. It would have to come
No,
first.
the orange was created. Wasn't it created from a lemon and a grapefruit? They
The
made
color
that.
came first.
Color came first. Orange isn't a
Oh.
naturally growing product. God did not create the orange originally.
really?
Right?
I thought it was God did not create the lemon. I think oranges are natural.
Let's
I'm gonna look it
Google.
up. Yep.
Look it up because
One of them
I
is
think I read yesterday that the orange is named after the color, and not the color named after the fruit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wow.
I've been wrong once or twice in my
It's
life.
actually, it is a hybrid, but it says it's a pomelo and a
And a
mandarin.
mandarin.
All right, but still not an original.
Are there any other
Yeah.
fruits that are just a color? No, right?
Candy apple red.
Can you eat a red?
Cherry could be a color.
Oh, yeah,
I
cherry.
think the fruit came before the color.
Lime.
Grape is a color.
Lime.
Fruit
yeah.
first.
Yeah, that's named after the fruit, don't you think?
Yes.
Cantaloupe.
Imagine if that's how they name fruit. They just went over to like purple grapes. You're purple.
Right.
You're green to green grapes.
Hybrid
So-
fruits? Hybrid fruits? We could go on all day.
That's the new morning show.
Hybrid fruits.
Now I think we're done.
That's the name of Elvis's band.
Shut your sauce box.
How we doing, Frog?
Go bitch the pot,
My
Danielle.
owl is tight.
Froggy just slipped a bad joke in when no one was listening.
I heard it.
What was it?
Elvis's band, the Hybrid Fruits.
That's us. Opening up to Pearl Jam. How are we doing on time, Frog?
We technically still have 2 minutes to go, but yesterday we went
Pearl
over.
Jam, also a euphemism.
Huh?
What?
Oh yeah, don't get into
It is.
that.
It's
Yeah.
what
As
it
in
is.
Pearl Necklace?
That's right. That's where the name Pearl Jam comes from.
That song from ZZ Top? Am
Is
I
that
the
really
oldest
where
one?
it comes from?
It just
Yep.
sounds gross.
I didn't know that. I never
I
thought
didn't know.
of it.
I didn't
They
know
used to
that.
say it was their old grandmother's recipe that they loved, and they named it after their grandmother's jam recipe, their grandma Pearl. But it's not. It's
Never knew that.
yeah.
I can never think of it the same way again now. That's gross.
Yeah, that's
Band's been
gross.
around for 31 years.
Stupid Eddie Vedder.
That's right.
Oh, I love Pearl Jam. Anyway, any closing thoughts? Scary, a closing thought.
Who's gonna die, Scary?
I'm just going to shut my sauce box right now.
All right, Gandhi, a
Yes.
closing thought?
I don't really have any. I feel like all of my thoughts have been sucked out of my brain.
I know. This
during
room will do that to
yes.
you. Brody, any closing thoughts?
Yes, I want to congratulate Nate on his segue. I said, I really have a problem with the name Vinny. And he went, let's talk about Old English terminology. Right from my...
Great segue.
Yeah.
Hey, Garrett, any closing thoughts?
After a bus driver gets off the bus, who closes the door?
Don't let the pigeon drive the bus.
I think they just close it.
No, they leave it open so that the bus driver can get back on the next day.
You just kind of pull
No,
it.
you push it closed with your hand.
Yeah.
Scotty should know he drove a bus driver.
Yeah,
What if your hand gets caught in there?
It doesn't, because it's an accordion thing. You just push it closed with your hand.
Oh.
But yeah, you don't
Had this
click it
thought
all the way
yesterday.
closed. And let me tell you this, if you ever get locked out of a bus, emergency exit in the back. Just open the door.
Oh, the more you know.
Yep.
Any closing thoughts, Scotty B?
Yes, where are we going for lunch today?
Well, that's a thought.
Nice.
Okay.
You're going for lunch.
What about you, Danielle?
No, I've got nothing.
Yeah,
Blank.
what about you, Straight Nate?
I'm not feeling up to Dick right now, so.
That's because you
guess what?
farted.
I am. Froggy, any closing thoughts?
Oh, I just want to hang out with the hybrid fruits.
All right. Well, your wish is my command. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Bye.